I tried building my first custom PCB as a complete beginner and somehow it actually works. I know it doesn't look fantastic, the size is rather large, but overall I'm pretty proud of it. I had no idea what I was really doing. Learning KiCad, learning electronics, all of it was a massive learning curve. And there's definitely things now that I would fix or add or improve. I'll touch on those in a little bit. The layout's pretty straightforward. We've got basically a 3x3 matrix with an additional row for one more button and a rotary encoder. Got a Raspberry Pi Pico as the MCU. I say it was a lot of Googling, watching YouTube, asking AI to like kind of understand things. Now here is a completed version all put together. This top row here, that's just media controls, volume, mute, pause. We've got general undo, copy, paste, cut, redo. This is actually just a JavaScript arrow function just to make my life a little bit easier. And then function 22, 23, and 24, which I'll probably use for some sort of OBS scene switching. Now, what didn't go so well with it, to be honest, is this really shouldn't have been a media key. I was aiming to have layers, but then I figured out I have no idea how to show what layer I'm on. So I just went with basic one layer. The size itself is pretty chunky. I want to say it's like 11 by 8. And that's really due to having the Raspberry Pi Pico. I went with the Pico because brand new to KiCad, this footprint was already available. So I just added that in. Otherwise, I'd like to have used a RP2040, I think it is, which is really tiny. I used that when I put together a Cheapino, and that would save so much space. That's actually, if I move this out of the way, that's what this gap originally was going to be, was where the microcontroller was going to go. Like I say, just went with the Pico for ease in my first project. The other thing, soldering. I am terrible at soldering. I put the diodes on top as well. Let's see if I can show that here. So that one doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can see my soldering on the Raspberry Pi Pico. It's not great. But I also think I should have put the diodes on the underside because that caused issues when I put my case together. This is my first version of the top plate. I know that the quality is not great. It was all just a quick print to get together. Because I put the diodes on top, I had to kind of create a little channel in the rows just to allow the diodes to sit there, basically. The other thing with the actual PCB itself, so I think I could have reduced the size a little bit in the X direction. I maybe made the keys too far apart, and that could have probably been down to where I placed the diodes. The backside here, I have only made this hot swappable, which for me is great. I kind of like hot swappable, but it's just like an extra component to solder on and things can go wrong. So it would have been nice to have both through hole and hot swappable. But I've really enjoyed the process. There was loads to learn, lots of mistakes. But my next iteration, because this one, see, I've got it as version 1. There's a few things I want to add. I want to add a screen so you can at least see what layer you're on and maybe show what the buttons actually do. LEDs might be nice to have, but I'm not too bothered. And definitely go with that smaller microcontroller that I mentioned earlier. And also USB-C. It so annoys me that this Raspberry Pi is the old connector still. If for some reason you want to try and build this yourself, I will have the files on GitHub so you can download and send this off. I'll also have the 3D printed case, but like I said, it's not amazing. You could probably design and build your own a lot better. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do differently as well. I'd love to have some feedback and understand what I've done wrong, because there's definitely things I've done wrong. But I hope you all have a good day, and I will catch you later.